250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no other. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. I have another bomb news live for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, and share button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. If you'd like to support the channel, your boy is so grateful. Cash App, $ Michael US. Also, check out my Spotify podcast, the 250 Gemstones Culture Podcast. Link is in the description. Check out my other YouTube channels, Michael T. Porter Music. My music be over there. My music videos, I'll be covering all genres of music and all of our favorite artists. Also, check out Michael's Skisson Stories. I'll be telling some of the most captivating, the most entertaining, the most intriguing stories over there while dropping those funny bomb skits for y'all. So y'all enjoy. Check them out. All the links are in the description. It's gonna be a hot one today. It's ladies' night, and I feel is right. Oh what a night, oh what a night, ladies. Let me see. Make sure I get the lyrics right. Ladies' night. Is it vibe or feel? And I feel is right. Oh what a night. Ooh, warming my vocals, y'all. Oh what a night, oh what a night. Mm-hmm. Let me drop the poll before I forget. Let me see. Let me get a poll. On a woman's decision to get the A word y'all bear with me, I'm coming. Oh what a night. Oh I guess it's ladies. Now I'm put the lyrics. I think in the field. Gotta get that question mark. What I don't like. Okay, oh, there it goes. Should men have input on women's decision to get the A-word procedure? Here we go. Start poll. What's up, Holly Brown? Is it Holly or Haley? I think it's Holly. Hallelujah. Holla back. I love bad. That's my effing problem. I said lyrics. It's ladies' night. Saturday. Oh, here we go. Cool in the game. Let's see. Ladies' night and the feelings right. Oh, I had it right. I said feel. What a night. Oh, what a night. Then. Holly, okay. Back. Hallelujah. Oh yeah, we're gonna dive into this today. I'm finna breaking down how this world is ran by Satan. Look at Kamala. You can just look at her eye and just see, like, you ever see those demons and their eyes are just big and black? Their eyes is big and black. Look at her eye. Look at her eye. No, let me blow it up. Oh, let me blow. Can I blow her up? That's as big as it goes. Now, Kamala, and these regimes attacking guys all across the United States, or really around the world. Pokey God, what's happening? What's happening? Woo! What time is it? 5. Okay, let's get started. 5 minutes in. I kept y'all waiting long enough. Had to get that poll out the way because I'd be forgetting. I'd be dropping the poll like halfway through the damn live. Nigga be forgetting. So Asgard, we're gonna talk about the real reason why the A word, YouTube be tripping, is pushing so heavy on the women, especially in America, to go along with this procedure. It's more than just a procedure. It's a spiritual aspect. It's a mental aspect. It's an emotional aspect. It affects women in a way that could lead to depression, trauma. See, they don't talk about the other side of when women go through with these procedures, just like they don't talk about the other side when men go through with that particular surgery to dismiss their genitals. And then there's many documentaries coming out on how a lot of people have a regret about going through with it. Oh, we about to break it down, yo. We about to break it down. But this is the woman that's running for president. This is the woman that wants to tell us what to do, right? So the overall theme, they have led God's daughters astray. They have separated the men too, but they really are fixated on destroying women in this damn country, and the women are just going along with it. They don't even see what's coming. Look what this dumb hoe said. Let me see. And by the way, I don't like the Republicans either. They trash too. Let's see.
Who are working to lift up the people of America. We're clear about this. When you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for. We are clear. It is we who are intent on lifting up the people of our nation. And ours is a fight for the future. It is a fight for freedom.
Freedom.
Generations of Americans before us led the fight for freedom. And now, the baton is in our hands. It's in our hands. We, who believe in the sacred freedom to vote, will finally pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. We who believe that every person in our nation should have the freedom to live safe from the terror of gun violence will finally pass universal.
She said she wants to feel safe. Hold on, I'm gonna find out what she talk about God's daughters, because she talk about she wants to feel safe, but she wants to take away our guns. I don't give a damn if you Democrat, Independent, Republican, Black, White, Asian, Muslim. You deserve to have something in your damn house, especially if you a man. What the hell is she talking? How am I gonna be safe and I ain't got nothing? Niggas running around robbing folk. Let me speed it up. Let me see.
I'm just going off script for a second. So here's the thing. Think about it. There's so much about what we have prided ourselves in.
Shut up. Speed it up. Got a shoulder run.
And one of the most fundamental.
Oh, here we go. The fundamental right. She says it's a fundamental right.
It's now about restricting rights. And one of the most fundamental rights, the right to.
Oh, come on. There we go. Oh wait, that's me. That's
about your own body. Yes. Yeah. Think about that. And if there are those who dare to take the freedom to make such a fundamental decision for an individual, which is about one's own body, what other?
I don't know what's going on. Well, pretty much she's talking about it's your fundamental right to kill your own baby. That's what she's talking about. You should have the freedom to go down. We're not talking about extreme cases. We'll get to that in a bit. We're talking about healthy mom, healthy daughter. I'm sorry, healthy mom, healthy baby. She just want to exercise her right. Who wakes up in the morning with all of the problems that's going on in the world? All the problems that women face. We talking about the women. Women are facing homelessness. There's so many homeless women right now. There's a lot of women, that's fighting for careers. They're buried in debt. See, nobody care about no man. You a man. You supposed to figure it out. But our women they have separated God from women. They have separated women from their men, us, so they can go out into this world and be at the mercy of this cruel, messed up world. They out paying bills by themselves. They out paying bills, working 3 jobs, going to school, and then the feminists say, you're not a real woman unless you can do that, unless you can hold down 2 jobs and go to school and have some children, take care of them kids all by your damn self. You're not a real woman unless you can do all these things, right? All the issues that women are facing. And she thought, out of all the solutions, she said, you know what? I see that women are being buried in debt. They got student loan debt. We have stripped them from God. We have stripped them from their men so their man can support them. Strong men can support the women to make their lives easier. No. Women are facing so much. You know what we're going to do? Let's encourage them to remove their unborn child. How about that? Who wakes up and think about shit like this? Who in their right mind thinks about that? I'm talking about no R word, no incest, no disability, because these are the extremes that they try to justify it, when most women who go along with this procedure, they're healthy and their child is healthy, right? So it's absolutely absurd how this woman just thinks that out of all the solutions, out of all the problems we have in this country, this is the best. This is all this woman talks about, is removing the miracles from their mother's womb. That's all this woman talk about. And her little girlfriend, Tim Walls, want to put tampons in the boys' restroom. Okay, I think it's back on. I think a lot of people are using it.
The freedoms could be on the table for the taking.
Oh, here we go.
And I pledge to you, when Congress passes a law to restore reproductive freedoms, as President of the United States, I will sign it.
What's the evil woman?
So to everyone here and all the friends, I say, ultimately in this election, I do believe that each one of us faces a question. That question being, what kind of country do we want to live in?
What kind of country?
Do we want to live in a country of freedom, compassion, and rule of law? Or a country of chaos, fear, and hate? No. And the beauty of our democracy is that each one of us has the power to answer that question. And the power, then I say, is with the people. The power is with the people.
No, it ain't.
So in 101 days, which is November 5th, let us be clear-eyed. We have a fight ahead of us. We got a fight ahead of us. And we are the underdogs in this race. Okay? Level set. We're the underdogs in this race. But this is a people power campaign. And we have momentum.
Most of the time when this woman talk, she just talking about feelings. So lady, Pamela, all women should carry these days. My girls do, and grandchildren are taught as well. Healthy baby, healthy mom. That means you spread your legs. These people, and we're going to dive into this, but the whole thing about this, let's see. I didn't know that certain states allow you to remove the miracle from the mom's stomach up into the ninth month. I thought they were fighting for it, but it's already happened. But it's only one state. It's Virginia. This is according to uh, Axios.com, Axios, Axios. If you guys want to check out this article, what's up, Kyra? Back in the house, my number one supporter. Yeah, California. I should have known. I should have known. Axios.com. So, the Supreme Court ruling overturning Roe versus Wade gave states the power to individually regulate abortion or even ban it completely before viability, known as the point when a fetus can survive outside the womb. So viability is a very important word. This is mean when the fetus can survive outside the womb, still in the stomach, but it's outside the womb. So look how they trying to dice all this up. It doesn't matter what term, the little miracle won't be able to take its first breath. This is crazy. I'm just learning this today. Let's see. Under Roe, states could regulate abortion after viability, which is generally considered to be between 24 to 28 weeks after a patient's last menstrual period. So 24 to 28 weeks, that's 6 to 7 months, they were able to go along with the procedure. That's big. I seen a picture of me when I was in my mom's stomach. It's a beach ball in there. That's huge. Despite Roe, some states implemented bans before the 24th week mark, largely based on the unfounded assertion that a fetus can feel pain at the 22-week mark. So where things stand today, this article was written in 2022, so it's probably a little bit different, but it just gives me the basic information. Fertilization, 14 states have laws in effect banning nearly all abortions starting at fertilization. 6 weeks, South Carolina and Georgia. 12 weeks, which is 3 months, Nebraska and North Carolina are the two states that currently ban abortion at the 12-week mark. 15 weeks, Arizona and Florida. These are they're going through the timeline. 15 weeks, so on and so forth. These you can have that procedure done up until these weeks. So up until the 15th week, Arizona and Florida will ban it. At the 18th week, Utah is the only state that currently bans abortion at the 18-week mark of a pregnancy. 22 weeks, meaning a woman can go along this procedure at the 22-week mark. Iowa, Kansas, Ohio, and Wisconsin ban abortions at the 22-week mark. Over half of states have restrictions in place only at or after viability or have no limit at all. Over half of states, so we have 50 states. That means 25 states don't have any limit. That means you can a woman can go along with this procedure up into the 9th month. Now I'm gonna do more in depth on my podcast because I want to not see it, but how do they get rid of, or how is the procedure done when the baby's so big in the stomach? 6 and 7 months, that's huge. Viability, 14 states ban abortions after the fetus is considered viable. Some laws that don't specify a limit. It's up to the abortion provider's judgment to determine whether a fetus is viable. So they can just, there's pretty much no term. Third trimester, Virginia is the only state that prohibits abortions and pregnancies in the third trimester, which starts at around the 25 weeks. It's also the lone southern state that hasn't banned or restricted abortion since the end of Roe. So you can have it at any term, anytime, anywhere. So as we talk about reproduction rights, can we break this down? Can we break this down? Who does this? Where in the animal kingdom do you see mama bears, lioness trying to get rid of the child in their stomach. This lets you know what kind of country we live in, right? This lets you know what kind of country we are living in. Let me see. I'm just curious to see how many have been performed. Um, Now they're doing live birth. Did y'all know that they can do live birth? Live, but I didn't know that. I thought it had to be in the mother's stomach before they can go on with this procedure. So now I'm learning because I did hear about Tim Walls and his little tampon Timmy. I heard him in Minnesota they were talking about it. Oh yeah, they're gonna allow mothers to go along with it after the child is born. What? It's crazy. It's crazy. But all of this let you know, we are in the last days when you begin to tamper with things that are natural. Anything that's natural, look at what these people support. Anything that's natural, these people hate it. Anything that's natural, a mother, young mother, I don't give a damn what age, if she's healthy, the baby's healthy, she laid down and had that baby, it's still a miracle, right? So it's a beautiful thing. And when a young lady uh, gets pregnant, you know, we don't want our young ladies to get pregnant 16, 17, 15, but we also got to look at it. That's how God designed his women. That's how God designed his daughter. Women are the nurturers. Women are designed to bring life. Men are designed to give life. The human beings form inside of our nutsack, inside of the man. Life starts with the man. We put that life into the woman, and where her body, and it's actually fascinating. And it used to be it used to be a phenomenon. It used to be something like, you know, extraordinary but beautiful. A woman body can expand to give nutrition to the baby, and there's a new life, a new soul, a new brain, a new heartbeat that's waiting to be cared for. We used to understand that, right? Right, right, right. This woman only talks about these type of things because she's an evil woman. The Democratic Party and some of the Republicans, so that these people are evil, right? So here's the thing. It all started by isolating women. See, they had to isolate the woman away from God. This is when feminism was introduced to the women. This is when the absolute hatred towards men. This is especially in the black community. In the black community, the black woman was given a choice. Either you don't keep that nigga in your house or take these federal programs. Most of the women took the federal programs, right? So the black woman women were introduced to the programs. Women were introduced to feminism. They were introduced to this egotistical mind frame which we have today. All the laws are in the woman's favor, especially family court. Who wins most of the time in family court? Women. Divorces, women win. Alimony. Shaquille O'Neal had to pay Shawnee O'Neal $50,000 a month just in alimony, not including child support. Just in alimony, Shaquille O'Neal had to pay Shawnee O'Neal, which is now Shawnee Henderson, $50,000 on top of whatever he had to pay for child support. Alimony, child support, custody, everything is to the women. So the young ladies growing up in the world, it's a woman's world. Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girls. Well, if you're running it so much, you know, why are women so miserable today? Miserable. You understand what I'm saying? They had to isolate the woman and then introduce them to all of these things that in the long run was going to destroy them. Separating the woman from her man destroys not only her, it destroys the man, because we have no purpose. Our purpose is to love women and to bring children to the world and guide them and mold them and to be leaders. We can't do that because our women won't cooperate. Not just black women, American women. These devils are targeting American women, right? So they target them with deceptive language, reproductive rights. So when you so by women being so egotistical, everything's in their favor, women don't want to give up this false power, right? When in the end, the person that really has the power is the government, the people who's behind the scene, the elitists. Because at the end of the day, especially in the black community, look at our communities, the women are running it, but what's the incarceration rate? Right? What's the incarceration rate? It's through the roof. How many of our young black males are being killed? It's through the roof. Chicago alone is absolutely absurd. Chicago, Memphis, Baltimore, New Orleans, Sacramento, Los Angeles. Women on top, right? Because the people who introduced women to this new world that we're living in now, they knew what the outcome is going to be. They know that men have to be in the household. They have encouraged God's daughters to rebel, not only against God, to rebel against their earthly fathers, and rebel against their men. So this is why when a man says, "Oh no, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to go along with this procedure." Hear all the feminists coming up the woodwork. You don't have no right to tell her what to do with her body. Yeah, but that's my kid though. She's healthy and the child's healthy, and I don't want her to do it. How about that? So through deceptive language, they have got women to turn against God and to turn against us. They're men, the ones that actually care. Because if you really look at it, all these women going down to the clinic and go along with this procedure is really out of spite of the man, right? It's out of spite of the man. And, I don't want to have it. And they know, especially if a man wants the child, when a woman gets in her feeling, oh, I'm going to show him, I'm going to hit him where it hurts. I'm going to hit him where it hurts. She'll go down to the clinic and ultimately terminate the pregnancy in order to make that man feel some pain, right? To make him feel some pain, because for whatever demonic spirit that's working through her, I don't know how a woman, this is why it's late at night. And fellas, we're gonna join in too. But I'm just curious, what kind of mindset do you have to be in to say, I want to terminate my own pregnancy? It was no complications. I'm healthy. The child's healthy. I just want to exercise my reproductive rights, according to Kamala Harris. This woman, it's just amazing how women are so easily led astray. Men are not allowed to just follow anybody. Most men, we're going to analyze the information, and women do. A lot of women are waking up. Men can't just go out into the world and a man that wants something, that has goals, you can't just follow anything, because we know as a man, men are just territorial by nature. Like, hey, say brother, I got these right here, right? It's a new drug that hit the market. You go ahead and try that and let me know it's gonna be good to you, baby. It's gonna be good to me, baby. Nigga, first off, who is you? See, a man gonna be start checking shit. And this is why the world hate men, because we checking shit. There's law and order. They took the law and order out the house. A man rose up on me, show me 8 pills and say it's going to be good for me. It's the same thing with these politicians when they come to our women. Look at all these policies I got for you, baby. Look at all these. It's going to be good to you. And if anybody even encourage you to question what these pills do or what these pills are capable of, you need to shun them. You need to shame them. Better with this, isolate yourself, because I know what's best for you as the government. Take these damn pills, right? And then they even shame the women who don't take the pill. All you women out there who are against abortion, y'all get shamed. Y'all get done dirty. You're not a real woman if you're not in support of terminating your own pregnancy. Can you believe this? Feminism is tied to Satan, right? If we have learned nothing else, feminism is tied to Satanism. This has been going on back in the biblical days when other religions used to sacrifice children. That's what I'm saying. This organization, this government works for the devil, right? That's why I don't praise it. I love the people in America. I want the best for the people. That's why I push out all this positive juice out here. I'm pouring all this positive juice on y'all. But this is a demonic country that we live in, right? So our women, what's so sad is that so many women are lost. They're broke financially, they're broke spiritually, they're empty vessels, they're hollow and they're incomplete. They're so hollow because the government knows that God goes through the man first. God has to put the law in order. He has to put the work ethic in the man, the vision. He has to put in all of these great qualities in order to sustain a healthy family. So because Satan knows that the men or the earthly ruler, God is God, Christ, the Holy Spirit, or the spiritual rulers of women. We are the earthly rulers of women. Talking about good men. Devil knows that God pours into the man, pours into Christ, pours into the man, and the man's job is to pour into the women. But they have discouraged women from even listening to a man. Let's break this down. Simple terms. Do y'all know that women are called dogs if they listen to their man, obey their man? They're called dogs in America. I had a conversation with a certain somebody. I ain't gonna name no names, but I said, and ladies, y'all let me know, was I wrong? I said, because I'm gonna be I don't care about being rich, but I want to be well off. Because I'm a grinder like that. I'm gonna get it in. I said once I make a certain amount of money, I think it's around $100,000 to $125,000. I said once I'm ready for kids, she won't work. I'll have enough investments, properties. I'm just talking hypothetical. Ideally, I have multiple properties. I have a successful business, YouTube, whatever it is. I have money coming in. I have multiple streams of income. I don't want her working. And I did see when it's just by that, I couldn't even finish the sentence. The person I was talking to, what you mean you don't want her working? I don't want her to work because if you let me finish talking to that person, she's gonna be stressed out. When you clock into work, whether you love your job or not, it's gonna be stress, right? And it's time away from what I'm trying to build, right? So I said hypothetically, if I'm making six figures, I'm doing good, multiple income, 150K, let's say 150K. Money's coming in when I'm sleeping. I don't need her to work. I need her to be home with the children. That person started shaking. Is this what's really going on? They are mad that men of means that has resources want their wives to be at home with their children. It's like they hate to see women with their damn children. What the hell is going on? She's a dog because she's obeyed me. Just the fact that she quit her job for me makes her a dog. The fact that the woman quit her job for a man that's making some money makes that woman a dog. That makes that woman a dog because she listened to me. It's not about how much money I make. It's not about why I want her to quit. It's not about why my positive intentions for my family. I don't want her stressed out. I want her all her energy for herself and the babies, and I'll take care of the rest. It had nothing to do with that. It's the simple fact they don't want women listening to men, especially a good man, because they know a good man is going to bring the woman back to God. They know people like Kamala Harris and all these Satanists that's in our government know that a good man, his ultimate role while he's breathing here on earth is to bring her back to God, is return this lost woman back to God. Return her back to God spiritually, emotionally, bring her out of darkness. They don't want women out of darkness. They don't want women out of darkness. They want them to be broken in all categories. They want our daughters to be broken in all categories. Go look around. If you go to any major city, wherever city you from, rep your city. Any major city, just walk them down. Especially in the black community, you see a mama and daughter. The daughter probably pregnant, and they pushing the baby down the street. No man around, no nothing. No man in the house. You ain't got nobody. They ain't got nobody to lean on from a hard day work. Big mama. Ain't no peepaw in there. Ain't no daddy in there. The boys, they all in jail, probably locked up. Or got they so quick to get out the damn house, they probably went off to the army. It's just mama and daughter. And it's just crazy how I think some women are opening up their eyes, but they are doing the women dirty over here, and they hate men. This is why they hate men, especially niggas like me, because we gonna bring the real. We gonna law and order. The whole big scheme of things outside of reproductive rights, they want absolute control over everybody, over men and women. They're all in our business when we making this money. They're all in our business pertaining to marriage. They're all in our business in taxes and this and that. In schools, they want to teach our children things they shouldn't be exposed to. Drag queens in the schools, tampons in the boys' restroom. They're actually shaming parents, scrutinizing parents who don't support their LGBTQ children. And I say this to say this again. Well, the parent's job is to correct the children. It's natural. It's not natural for a boy to want to be a girl. It's not natural for a girl to want to be a boy. And anytime a parent corrected, the old man, the government coming down. They on they top, like a hood girl's bonnet. They on these parents' tops. Investigation. Well, what's going on? Because you need to support your children in whatever they do, so they don't, off themselves. So here's the thing. The parent's job, our government hates law and order in the household. They also hate independence in the household. I don't need the government to tell me how to raise my goddamn. I don't have any kids. I'm just saying, if I have kids, ain't nobody gonna tell me how to raise my goddamn kids. CPS is a joke. The government's a joke. These people are all in our business, but they're not in our business for our best interests. See, this is why men are needed in the neighborhood, because men are gonna be checking things, checking things, signing off on things. We're gonna look at this. Let me see. Is this in my benefit? We looking at it like this. Nope, that gotta go. That gotta go. That gotta go. And just by a man checking this list, that angers them. It angers them when people think for themselves. Let's jump into the comments. Let's see. How y'all feeling today? We say, Blade Lover, my body, my choice. Okay, my wallet, my Kyra, back at it, positive Jim. If Donald Trump were a rack of spare ribs, would you eat them? So we got a troll here. Okay, I'm gonna get this troll up out of here. Every day. Oh, compilations. As a woman, if a woman has a choice when it comes out to support, unless a long-term relationship is found they were in. Yep. Absolutely right. Hold on, let me get this troll. Now, why would I eat a man that looks like a rack of ribs? This man must be a homosexual. Cold dead. Let me get him out of here. We don't need no positive mess. So this man has nothing going on in himself. This man can articulate himself. The only thing he will talk about is he must be hungry. He must be broken ashy. He's talking about ribs and shit. You can get him up out of here. Yep. Public education was the dumbest down. Yeah. They're all in our damn business and they don't have the best interests. And you know who's hated more than anybody? I don't know who's hated more, men or women. I think, shit. I think men are hated just a little bit more, only because we are the authority figures, but they don't like y'all. Trust me. Anybody that says it's a good idea to delete your own baby, ladies, why aren't you guys pushing back? Like, okay, I understand that. Extraordinary circumstances, R word, incest, what the other one they say, disability, okay. But can we talk about the R word real quick? Can we talk about the R word? I feel personally, she should still carry. I'm about to prove a point to y'all. Are y'all ready? Let me get one more highlight in. Are y'all ready for this? Why King Michael feel that women who have been R-worded should still carry, and how this proves the government hate God's daughters. Black, white, Asian, they hate y'all. Hypothetically, go through a scenario. A young lady is R-worded. The government says, people like Kamala Harris, well, every time she looks at the child, she's gonna have revisionist history. She's gonna be reminded of the traumatic experience. Granted, absolutely valid. But there's a lot of women, and you guys go search for yourselves, that they went through this horrible ordeal and they grew to love the child, and they just say, hey, it is what it is. Maybe this child is a blessing from God. I don't know why it happened to me, but I've seen mothers that love their children even more after going through that horrific ordeal, and then they're so protective and they're so even more loving towards their child, right? So when they go through an R-word experience, the government says their solution, abortion. Get it out of there. Go. Get it out of there. Now, wait a minute. What if the mother wants to keep it? What if the mother wants to keep it? This is how y'all follow me. Okay, she was R-worded, but the guy was found convicted. He's doing time. Where do we go from here if the mother wants to keep the baby? There's no programs for you ladies if you want to keep your child. You do know that, right? There's no programs, meaning, well, she didn't ask for this child. Why is she left with the financial burden? This is another reason, validation that the government wants you guys to terminate your pregnancy. You guys don't have the money for the baby, especially if you are R-worded. Well, if you love the women so much, why don't you pay for the child? Case closed. If you care about R-word victims who've gotten pregnant, why isn't Joe Biden and them giving you ladies money? Why isn't Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim, instead of giving all those billions of dollars overseas, they signed another $1 trillion, and after we jumped on them, they ignored the American people. They signed another 4.4 billion. I'm pretty sure that all those ladies who have been R-worded and decided to keep their child, I'm pretty sure they can use that money. If a woman is R-worded and it's been determined through the rape kits and all these type of things, he's been convicted, there's DNA, the government should pay for that woman for at least the next 10 years. She should get schooling. She should get counseling should be paid for. Backpacks, say she's a young girl, backpacks, food. She should get y'all gave the migrants prepaid cards. Give those girls who've been raped, give them some prepaid cards. Load it up. Load those prepaid cards up. Get that girl $5,000 a month. Like you said, Miss Kamala, the young lady didn't ask for it. So instead of terminating the pregnancy, how about you come up with a policy to help the victims? Because they don't care about y'all. Now, why are they so after y'all children? I'm not sure. I'm not a woman. Y'all can help me, ladies. Why are they so fixated on getting your miracles out of your womb? But I can tell you right now, they hate y'all just like they hate us. So I think it's best that we stick together. They hate y'all. How you gonna say women's rights, feminism, and you won't even fork up no cash when it's been actually determined that a woman has been R-worded, and you won't even help her with counseling? They won't even pay for y'all counseling. Counseling is expensive. Let me see. Thank you, Everyday Compilation. Thank you. You have a great Saturday. Enjoy yourself. I'm jumping to the comments again. Yeah. We're gonna turn up. We're gonna do this damn thing. Bright lights, because I'm a superstar. They care about women, but they won't even pay for counseling. after y'all been all worded. They won't even pay for y'all get y'all some food, no prepaid cars, no clothes, no housing. And I feel if it's a young girl under 18, their parents should get some money too, because most of the time parents take the back burner from what they doing to raise their grandchildren, and the parents should get some money too for helping out. If the parent is deemed sane, the parents in good spirits, the parents should work part-time and the government should pay the rest. The government should pay the rest. But they're not going to pay. They hate you. Just like they hate us. They don't want to see man, God's sons and God's daughters come together and go build. That's why they taxing us to death. They don't want to see us go together. They don't want to see us have children. They want us just do the thing, live life, go travel. They want us to be stagnant, bro. Right now, most of America's in a standstill. And the beautiful thing about life is, it's all about movement. I'm going to the comments to see. That's why I public. Everyday compilation. She's showing love. I'm trying to get better at reading the comments. And because when I get a train of thought, y'all know how I get down. I get it in. My last was from Allworth. Oh, that's sad. My last child was from the Allworth. And she is the greatest love of my life. Oh, see, I'm a contact every day. We might have to do something, or at least I just hit her up. Facts, I gotta go, but I just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, we gotta stop this, y'all. We gotta stay together. Devil hate to see life. They hate to see movement. They hate to see us get some money. I'm all about God first, Christ, Holy Spirit, the Word of God, getting some money. War ain't taking no shit. We have to make it happen. This is life. We're only gonna get one life. We're only gonna get one. And look how they doing. They doing this dirty, y'all. God bless state to state. New York. I think I said this yesterday. A woman said a one-bedroom apartment can run your dumb behind $3,000 for a one-bedroom apartment. $1,000. And New York doesn't pay well. Not for no $3,000. What's the average in New York? I think it's $24. What's $24 when you talking about rent? Okay, computer working fast now. The average household. So when they say household income, that's they could be talking about single or married. So I think this is married, 91. The median salary for New York is 73. So it's about $35. With 80% of salaries falling between 34 to 169. So the average is 70K. So you're looking at around $30 in New York. $30, you can't afford no rent. Your rent's $3,000. You still can't afford it. So I remember back in the day, 70,000 was like, damn, that's a lot of money. And it still is today. Like I said, people getting married, people working it out, families stick together. They don't want to see us unite. They don't want to see us move and do spectacular things. No, these fools want to put tampons in the boys' restroom. They want God's daughters to terminate the pregnancy. And what they don't talk about, highlight. Have y'all noticed that Kamala never talk about the trauma that comes with abortions? Notice that, right? Shout out Retro, the Project Boy. Shout out. Yeah, we in the field, man. We getting this work in. Because she's talking about Democratic Party and some of the Republicans too. They talking about there's no trauma when a woman goes through with this procedure. There's no trauma when women go through with these procedures. That's an absolute lie. Y'all can go on YouTube and see story or after story or Google. So many women felt so guilty after they went along with that procedure. So many women are in spiritual turmoil because their decision to go through with that decision, because they've been brainwashed. Women are weak. They're strong in a lot of ways, but they're weak. They're easily manipulated. Most men, now most guys, we're manipulated when we're young, but we have to grow out of that because most men, all men are leaders, but it's up to them to embrace it. So meaning like a lot of kids join gangs because they follow. You know, everybody follow at some point in time, especially in high school, you're in middle school. You want to follow what everybody else doing because you don't want to be standing out looking crazy. And a lot of poor kids don't want to stand out because they ain't got nothing going. I was one of them kids, not because I was lazy. I just had, I mean, dirt poor. We ain't got nothing, nigga. We ain't got nothing. We don't have nothing. So you're gonna stand out. Well, you looking like a weirdo because at least if you with the crowd, you know you don't stand out too much. Now everybody looking at your shoes. They looking at your clothes. Okay, you don't want to mess with us. You don't want to hang with us. Well, what you got going on that's so special? Here's the thing. What you got going on so special that you don't want to hang out with us? You must got something going on. So you just ain't got nothing going on. So it's just crazy, man. Like there's no trauma associated when a woman goes through with this procedure, and that's an absolute lie. It's murder. And so when I said deceptive language, we say murder. I'm not talking about extreme circumstances. I'm talking about healthy mother, healthy child, and she just want to exercise her reproductive rights. She call it reproductive rights. We call it's murder of your own child. Like who thinks like that? No bear does that. No lioness does that. No mammal does it. It's in a woman's nature to protect her child at all costs because she is the first one to bond with it. Oh, it's ladies' night. I'm hanging in there, Project Boy. I'm hanging in there. I'm trying to get some game out here because we gonna do big things. Life is about movement, man. Life is about connecting with people. Life is about war. It's about love. It's about getting the most out this thing. When we close our eyes for good, when it's over, it's over. Everybody got, I see every day, I hear people on YouTube, I hear people in real life. There's so many people, rich, poor, middle class, wherever class you want to put yourself in, that have ambitions. I mean, they're like, oh, I want to have a family. I want to buy a home. But you know what's the number one problem why people can't get stuff going? The number one problem, we all know, if you from America, you already know what time it is. Money. Goddamn money. We are being held hostage by money. Imagine a world where money wasn't an option. All these beautiful singers that can just go in the studio and just start recording and recording and recording because it costs a lot of money to record. Imagine a world where it wasn't a factor. That's a beautiful world. Because what I'm saying is a lot of beauty that's in this world, it gets diminished because of money. A lot of people don't have the funds. A lot of positive ambitions, a lot of positive thoughts are not executed because people don't have the funds. People want to buy a home. It shouldn't take 10, 15, 20 years to get a down payment on a goddamn home. Credit score should not take that long to go up, right? You know, I mean, Joe Biden passed a law that, and the Republicans ain't no better. I'm gonna jump on them too. He passed a law that if you pay your bills on time, pay your credit card payments on time, did you know you get a penalty for paying your stuff on time? Whoo! Whoo! You can't win for losing. You can't win for losing. How are we supposed to win every time we make a positive, we put our best foot forward, where it's arts, where it's singing, where it's being a doctor, being a lawyer? Every move you make, they restrain us with money and they tack on more taxes and they tax on more penalties or they taxing on more interest. We're heading to the times where people, we gonna have to stick together. That's what I'm saying. I'm open. Like I'm the type of person, I have to lead though. I gotta be in control because I have the vision. I have things. I'm always creating. I have to know what's going on, and I have to. That doesn't mean I have all the answers. It just means that I have the vision, and I feel that, you know, being a leader, a lot of accountability, a lot of responsibility, but I'm cool with it because it's all about bringing people to the next level. It's all about getting to the next level, even if that means there's people smarter than me. There's so much information. Think about this. We're in the information age. They call us the information age. And we got all this information to get money, and people still don't have money. Now, a lot of people, you know, they say that It's your fault that you broke. See, this is one of them situations to where that's a case by case because things just happen. Like I said, there's people with positive me. I had a lot of times I wanted to do this. I want to go to school. I want to do this. You can't do all that with unlivable wages. You can't go to school. You need clothes. You need gas. You need time to study. Every time you take a class or a course, that's time away from you making money. Because you got, especially because me, anything that I do, I'm gonna give my best. If I'm taking a college course, and I taking college courses to get good grades, you have to put in a lot of hours of studying, and even it, especially if it's a subject that you're not too well at, you have to go down to the tutoring. So the class is an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then you gotta spend another hour with tutoring, and then you gotta spend at least 2 to 3 hours studying in order to get a good grade and pass your exam. It's a lot of work. You don't have time to work. So if you don't have time to work, that means there ain't no money coming in. The struggle is real, y'all. See, these are the type of things that I've noticed that the Democratic Party, Kamala Harris, and all these people, and the Republicans, let's shift it to the Republicans. What policy have the now all the blacks are jumping on the Republicans. Like I said, I'm always checking that list. Just like Kamala Harris doesn't have a plan for black folk. I'm gonna switch to black folk. Just like Kamala Harris does not have a plan for black folk, what's Donald Trump's plan specifically and only for black folk? Doesn't have one. I ain't talking about no Project 2025. I'm talking about what's African Americans. I ain't talking about HBCUs. That's part of it. I'm talking about giving us the money to repair our credits, putting us in a position to where we're not reliant on the government mass incarceration. What is he going to do about the mass incarceration? About policing? Oh, yeah. He ain't got no plan for us either. Black folks, we're on our own. I can't speak for the other races because I do have to say that the other races do stick together more than the blacks. The Latinos, they kill each other up left and right. God damn. Los Zetas, the cartel, Sinaloa and Los Zetas. Woo! There's some bad. What Donald Trump said, some bad hombres over there. There's some bad boys. But at the end of the day, I see the Latinos. They kill each other off, but they gonna stick together. They gonna stick together. The Chinese, the Asian fam, the Middle Easterns, the Muslim community, they stick together. Out here in Dallas, shout out mother effing Dallas. They have a lot of areas where everybody doing their own thing. You got the Islamic, Muslim areas. You got the white areas. Everybody sticking together. The black areas, not talking about the Africans are making it happen too, but the black areas, y'all don't believe me? Y'all can come take a trip or go to the areas where it's all black. We stick together, but not at the height. And the height I'm talking about education. You're talking about protecting our black women, protecting our children, appropriate policing. We have to have the right policing. So what is the plan to keep the police off our, I'm saying simple term, what is the plan to keep police off a nigga ass? What's the plan to pay our black teachers within the urban cities? And I feel all teachers should get paid. Black, I don't give a damn what race you are, but we have to address black issues, then we have to address an American issue. And some of the issues are identical, like teachers should get paid. They're saying that boys in the 8th grade are reading at a 3rd grade level. What is sure that we have the appropriate amount of books or iPads. All the kids are going to iPads now. We got iPads and computers. What are we going to do to ensure that our teachers get paid, the kids have the right supplies? Are you going to help out with the uniforms? You understand what I'm saying? What is the plan just for us if we're going to hold Kamala Harris accountable? Because George Bush didn't do it. When you talk about Republicans, let's look at some of these Republican presidents and some of these senators. Mitch McConnell, Mr. Turkey Neck, he was not trying to give nobody no money. It's even during the pandemic. Even during the pandemic. What did George Bush Sr., what was the name of his plan specifically for black folk? None. What was George Bush Jr.? And he's retarded. George Bush Jr. was retarded. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. It ain't gonna be no second time. How in the world it can't be a second time if he already fooled you the second time already? Our George Bush Jr. was retarded. He had no plan. Remember, Katrina happened on George Bush Jr.'s watch. Did you know? Because my people from New Orleans, shout out Mother F in New Orleans. I'm gonna get a documentary going about the horrors that was going on in the Superdome. George Bush was getting money to Afghanistan. He was giving money to the Middle East left and right, giving that money out there. Woo! Giving that money to the Middle East. But he couldn't even get clean water and helicopters and boats to the people out there in New Orleans. Trash. Bobby Jindal is a Republican who represents Louisiana at that time. It was Bobby Jindal, or I think Bobby Jindal came a little bit after the Indian dude. He's trash too. So it's all about holding everybody accountable. But at the end of the day, you understand what I'm saying? Gotta get right with God. Is the plan? First off, is the plan aligned with God? Second, does the plan? How's this policy or whatever gonna benefit you? And does it make sense? Does what they got going on make sense? You know, God's daughters. I've seen so many women that want to get married. You know how many? I ain't gonna say. Well, they hoes, right? They hoes, career women, church girls, average girls, bad bees. Most of them want to get married because that's their nature. Believe it or not, a good handful of men still want to get married because there's a lot of benefit to get married, y'all. But there's a demonic force separating men and women from each other and separating men and women from God to keep us lost, to keep us weak, to keep us confident. Notice how when you stand up to the system, I'm talking about police, CIA, FBI, all of them. Notice how you stand up to the system. They get mad. They get mad. Go into the comments. Oh, they're gonna get mad at us. Let's see, Will Hosey. I think I pronounced that right. I went to a public school. Forgive me. Men shouldn't have a right to stop women from having an abortion, and women shouldn't have access to a man's money if they get pregnant. Your body, your rights, my pockets, my choice. Damn, hey, it's a new age. You know what? My next live, I want to talk about the men of today versus the men of yesterday. I gotta write this stuff down, y'all, because I will forget. Let's see. Champagne Dane in the building. Google absence of color one time for me. Google absence of color. Is that like a metaphor? Pretty much this lie. I think I'm gonna talk about the men of today. We ain't having it. The men of today, we ain't playing that happy wife, happy life. No, you're gonna treat me with some respect. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna buy you some diamonds. I know girls, they love gifts and pretty and shiny things. You know, I'm gonna do my best, and you're gonna give me your best too. You are gonna give me your best. Ain't no you just sitting around on your ass and not do nothing. Oh no. This government, the energy that's placed on America is crazy. But the men of old, we ain't listening to y'all. There's some young lions coming up. Y'all hear that roar? Y'all hear that roar? Y'all heard me? Re-roar, y'all. We ain't going for it. Man and woman gotta love each other. Keep the government. Anytime you put the government, when the government has that much input on your day-to-day life, that's not good. They have input on our schools. They have input on our marriage. They have input on our belief system. God damn. Let us breathe a little bit. But we gotta stick together. But ladies, I want to know, ladies and fellas, but mostly the ladies, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? My message today. In order to be great, we got to make great decisions. And I just want y'all ladies to think about it before you go down to these clinics. You know, think about, your little miracle that's growing in your stomach. Think about the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. And think about the trauma you make. Because you will endure trauma Well, or I mean, if you have a heart, you will endure trauma because that's your little baby. Think about who has the best interest for you, and yeah, to just be slow to make these type of decisions. Get some counsel. First, I'll pray to God first. I mean, if you don't believe, I mean, you don't believe. But those of you that are believing, because there's a lot of Christian women that believe this too. If you're a real Christian, you need to, take some time out and see if this is the best choice. But at the end of the day, they don't care about you because they would have helped you, especially those who have been R worded, especially ladies who have been R worded and came up pregnant. Where's your assistance from the government? Where's your food? Where's your prepaid card? Where's your free schooling? Where's your housing? Where's the money for your counseling? Flood my comments. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? It's ladies' night and the feeling's right. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. I'm gone.